you can take this either way. And, how much more clean can some of these websites go? I mean, and I keep saying this, why isn't Facebook under this scrutiny, or Twitter under the same scrutiny as well? German government orders ISPs to block xHamster. And I'm going to read this off of XBiz, which is a online site for the adult industry. Düsseldorf, Germany. German commissions for the youth media protection decided unanimously on Thursday to impose a network ban on xHamster. The commission, known in German as the KGM, alleges xHamster is in violation of the nation's youth media protection state treaty and therefore is illegal. The 5 largest German internet providers would have to block access to the xHamster page, leading the daily newspaper, the Frankfurt Allgemeine, reported today. The newspaper describes the path to the state censorship as an odyssey that shows how difficult it is for media regulators to take action against illegal offerings on the internet. First, the State Media Authority of Rheinland-Westphalia, which took up the case, located the operator of xHamster, the company of Hami Media Limited, run by 2 Russians based in Cyprus. The State Media Authority then contracted the Cyprus media regulator. In October 2019, they announced that they could not take any action themselves, but would not mind if the Germans did something. The State Media Authority informed that the European Commission, the state government in Dusseldorf, and the Federal Minister of State Culture, and several more bureaucrats step in to ensure, in a campaign coordinated by the head of the SMA of North Rhine-Westphalia, Tobias Schmid, and reported using the slogan "No Surrender." Schmidt and his colleagues from Bavaria, Berlin, and Rheinland-Palatinate then approached the ISP Telekom 1&1, Alice, Freenet, and Vodafone. Since these companies are within reach, they have to implement the blocking decided by the KGM and take hamsters out of their network. The German newspaper noted that the network ban has the harshest sanction provided by German telemedia. It is unpopular and quickly classified as censorship. Of course, blocking the network is a dramatic intervention, Schmidt told the paper. With this offering, however, the right to freedom of expression should not be affected. Much simply, the business with pornography is done at the expense of children and young people. Back in December, Schmidt, an obscure region German bureaucrat who decided to wage a one-man war on the porn industry in his country, took on the press to announce that there will be no appeals possible to imminent decision to shut down the tube site xHamster. Porn portal xHamster is on the verge of extinction, is how the German publication Blind sensationally headlined in its exclusive interview with Gleeful Tribeman. Schmidt, who claimed that about xHamster, we have a final decision against which no appeals are possible. It is pornography, there is no age verification, and German law applies, Schmidt declared. Schmidt, a fascist career politician who German publicized have descriptions as had order fetish, declared himself somewhat amazed when the major ISP consulted instead of sharing his own views on porn blocking and accepting their social political responsibility more quickly. After all, it's clearly illegal content. If it doesn't work better now, the legislation will look at it again. Schmidt, too, clamoring for the state intervention. Every 12-year-old today has a smartphone and can switch from TikTok to these offers. See, that's the thing about it is, there is stuff on TikTok. They're okay with TikTok. They ain't okay with xHamster. You can see the hypocrisy of this situation. This is not freedom of expression, but it's a business model that uses in illegal practices. A major digital rights group in Germany published an editorial in December analyzing how a minor bureaucrat managed to ram through a seemingly imminent blanket block of Germany's most visited porn sites, pointing out that the situation was a result of many administration steps in the background. Only when viewed as a whole, that political impact emerged. See, the thing about it is, with a lot of these that are overseas on there, and they say, well, there's child pornography on there. Now, I understand a lot of these sites, you upload They say, well, you got to get verification. People fake verifications. You know, they say, well, you got to verify. I've seen stuff as I cruise through some of these sites, looking at what's there when I do stories like this. There are people who sit there with cards and verifying themselves that the actual actress is saying that I'm this old on there. I mean, if you're talking about people dressing up as young girls, that's a fetish in itself. You have to prove that that person is underage. You could tell when it's a underage girl on there. Does some of this happen on these sites? Yes. Have these companies try to do their best to get rid of it? Yes. They don't want these on there. They don't want to be known as a child pornography site. They don't want these headaches. But there are those who are going to attempt it. Trust me on this. The amount of pornography that's on Twitter, you don't think a little bit of child pornography is snuck in there? Same thing on YouTube, same thing on Facebook, same thing on especially TikTok, okay? Especially TikTok. You don't think that they were able to get away with this and China allowing it on TikTok. China will allow that kind of a situation. They will not block it. But TikTok is still available worldwide. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's not. When someone complains about it. You have to remember, one of the most dangerous places for your children is TikTok. And it's not only because of the pornography. It's basically, there are no real proper protections for youths. Actually, for anybody in TikTok. That's why I don't have a TikTok account. I refuse to have a TikTok account. Because I know what they're doing with the information on there. You can look at a lot of the stories out there about TikTok.